Form the foundation of this book, which shows you how to give feedback effectively to improve the performance of your team and those around you. The first step, however, is overcoming your fear of giving feedback. Overcome your fear of giving feedback. Even if in the abstract you know that giving feedback is valuable, you might still be hesitant to do it, especially when it comes to imparting corrective feedback. Some reasons for resistance include: you worry that giving feedback will make the recipient dislike you, or that it will strain your relationship. You assume that the other person cannot handle the feedback. You recall or know of previous instances when the recipient resisted feedback or didn't act on it. You feel that the person is already too stuck in his ways and that the feedback won't be helpful. You fear an awkward or even volatile situation. In reality, though, fearing the worst will only close you off from productive conversations. Realizing that these hurdles are often self-constructed will help you clear them. So will sharing both positive and corrective feedback on a regular basis, as doing so will help you get used to having these types of conversations. Understanding the most effective way to prepare and handle a feedback discussion will help you overcome some of the issues that are holding you back. Remember, not only is giving feedback worth the risk of straining relationships, it is essential to the health of the organization. Choosing when to give feedback. Providing feedback is not merely a hoop to jump through when the time for performance reviews rolls around. It should be an ongoing process, woven into the fabric of everyday work. That's not to say that every behavior warrants input or a response. Feedback is most likely to have a positive, lasting effect when its focus is on behavior that the recipient is able to change and its delivery is well-timed. Identify the right situations. Offering feedback can be most useful in the following instances: when good work, successful projects, and resourceful behavior deserve to be recognized; when the likelihood of improving a person's skills is high because the opportunity to use those skills again is imminent; when the person is already expecting feedback, either because a feedback session was scheduled in advance or because she knows that you observed the behavior; when a problem cannot be ignored because the person's behavior is negatively affecting a colleague, the team, or the organization. In other cases, feedback can be detrimental to the situation. Avoid giving feedback in these circumstances: when you do not have all the information about a given incident; when the only feedback you can offer concerns factors that the recipient cannot easily change or control; when the person who needs the feedback appears to be highly emotional or especially vulnerable immediately after a difficult event; when you do not have the time or the patience to deliver the feedback in a calm and thorough manner; when the feedback is based on your personal preference, not a need for more effective behavior; when you have not yet formulated a possible solution to help the feedback recipient move forward. Bear in mind that when you give positive feedback frequently, your negative feedback, when it is warranted, will seem more credible and less threatening. Offering input only when problems arise may cause people to see you as unappreciative or petty. Perceptions of pettiness are especially likely if the feedback recipient doubts your motives. Before you deliver feedback, be honest with yourself about why you want to give it. Sometimes you may be reacting to your own needs and preferences, not what is best for the team or organization. For example, Sarah juggles more than one project at a time, works late every night, and often rushes to finish her work right before deadlines. She always gets everything done and does it well, but that kind of schedule would stress you out. As Sarah's colleague, you're inclined to reach out to her, to give her corrective feedback on her time management skills. But before you tell